Well, it was 34 this morning. I got a fire going in the wood heater. And my project today is electric brakes on this lowboy trailer. Uh, they would work somewhat. The one on the left side works good. The one over here on the right, yeah, when I had it all the weight off of it, it would spin and then hit the brake and it would stop. But if you had it on the wet grass, it wouldn't hardly work. A little bit, but real weak. I said, well, maybe the connection's bad. So took the connection off and broke the wire, soldered the wires back together, and now it doesn't work at all. So I may have pulled on something and broke it loose. So that's where I'm at. I've got to see what the problem is here. Loki, I guess, may help, but no, get on away from there. I knew what he was fixing to do. All right. All right. Well, it's going. So, all right, Liam, we're gonna take this impact and take the lug nut back off. Turn that up a little more power. Okay, we got that. Now, let's take this. This is a pain to work on these electric brakes, and I've just got a spacer on there so it doesn't rub. You can't just pull the brake drum off. The whole thing, bearings and all, has to come out. So it's just the way it is. I don't know why for sure they don't make the brake drums separate like they do on other drum brakes, but they don't. Don't ask me, I just work here. Okay. Now let's get this cotter pin out. And then I'll take the nut off. Get all the grass. Okay, we've got the cotter pin out. Put that up here. You doing okay, Liam? I sure hope so. Okay. I don't know why, but the brakes are not working. I soldered the connection, which I thought would be wonderful. Foolproof, and dadgum, it don't work at all now, so I'll probably pulled too much slack from inside here and pulled a wire off of the magnet, is my guess. If I had to make an uneducated guess, that would be it. Tell you what I need is I got to get a piece of paper, Liam, or something clean to set this up. Here they are. Okay. All right, I'm right back. Here's the bearing. Got to keep it clean. All right, now hopefully this will pull off. It did. Try not to do anything crazy here. Okay. There's the brake drum. Not sure drums or linings don't look worn to me, folks. They just don't. I'll hit them with the tiny bit of sandpaper, I guess. But for some reason, when this wheel is turning, it grabs that, pulls it this way, and it makes the front brake go out. Huh. Thought it would operate both, but it doesn't. It only operates the front brake, huh? Well, there. I guess. I tell you what, it sure looks like there's not a whole lot wrong right there. Unless I don't know. I do know it was working until I allegedly fixed it. Yeah. Pushes that out. Well, now. Everybody see. Pulls that one. It doesn't do the other one. This way. What if that one hits? I guess they kind of center. Warning, must be serviced. A-L-K-O. Alco. Take a picture of that, Liam, because stop it because I ain't getting nothing worth watching. Okay. I had to get my soldering gun, solder some wires. Come to find out the wire was broken inside here going to the magnet. I'm going to get new magnets soon, but today I spliced the wire, soldered it, put on these heat shrink connectors, got it all back together. I'm going to put this nut and get all that adjusted, and then I will try it. Let's see if we tighten it pretty good. That's probably tight. Back off. Let's see if I back off one more nut. Yeah. Better to have it a little too tight or a little too loose than too tight. I think I can go with that right there. So, put this cotter pin back in there, even. And I'm gonna have to put the tire and wheel on it just so I'll have some weight. Just so I'll have a little weight for this centrifugal force, I guess, to operate the wheel, because I'm here by myself and I have to spin the wheel and then run up to the truck, apply the brake, and see if she's gonna work. And now, of course, I have all ideas that it will work. And that'll do that. I guess I'll stick that on there. Have this rubber hammer. Okay. Go ahead and put my spacer, wherever it goes, right there. Tire's over there. I'm doing all of this, folks, because my intention is to get electric brakes on all four. Currently, I just have it on 2. And every once in a while, I pull this thing on the freeway. And there's so many people nowadays talking on cell phones with their head up their rectum. And they'll slam on the brakes when they look up from their phone. And if I'm pulling something heavy, I may not be able to stop. Never happened, but it could happen, so I'm always on the alert for that. Although I know what I'm doing, I don't know what the next guy's doing. And there's a good chance he's talking on the cell phone. A real good chance. I know you can go to almost any intersection in the little city of Beaumont, Texas. If there's 6 cars there, I'm sorry, but there's going to be about at least 4 people on the cell phone. I almost said 4 soccer moms, however, men do it too. So, ladies, you're off the hook. Ah. Okay, let's get that tire on this thing. Roll that. sort of a disaster in progress the whole time. But I'm fixing to go in and order some electric brakes for this thing. Put on here. Then it's tough with Joe Biden's inflation. I work extra. Make extra so I can do extra. Put one on there. Right over here. Get the little impacto wrench. That's tight enough. I'm going to give it a spin here. Run up here to the truck. Hello. Boy, it took me forever. Out in the bright sunshine, I can't see. Do it again. It's not a real. Hey. Well, it's mine. Damn, it's tough doing crap by yourself. I've tried it twice and it's been inconclusive. Get it spinning. I think it did. I'm really not sure. Anyway, I'll put it back together. And then we'll see what happens, if it's gonna work. Stop the video. Okay, welcome again to Mud Grip Mike's channel, YouTube channel. This will be part 2 of this leaf spring or electric brake project. What I've done is I've got the backing plates on there. Let me turn it around. I put the backing plates on all 4 of them. Got the wires terminated and tied on both sides. I put artificial power to the brakes and check this magnet here with the tool. And all magnets will energize, so I think it's going to work. Now in the process of putting the inner bearing and the seal, there's one, there's one. I'm fixing to put the seal in that one. I tap it in with a hammer and this board so it's equidistant right here around and doesn't wobble. And I've already put one together. I still got to tighten the nut, but it looks like heck on the outside, but I did not, I know it's hard to believe, but it's not greasy on the inside where the magnet or the brake shoes go. I'll wipe all that off. I do have a pressure washer over there. And while I'm at it, I'm going to go today, I think, and get those bushings for these springs. It takes 7 on each side. Looks like I need to do every one of them before I put it back together. I had a note on here somewhere. It says, yeah, Bush 414. Well, wasn't talking about George Bush. That is bushings in April of 14. So here it is, January of 24. So it's been almost 10 years. It's time to do it, looks like. All right, back to the drawing board. The brakes are not working. I found this brown wire, which is probably a tail light bad. But the main thing I found was this ground. It only had about 2 strands, so I'm going to put new connectors on there and then see why I have 14 volts here at the back of the truck. Well, it's still part 2. I've got difficulties here. I checked, I did have a weak ground. I spliced it off and fixed that. Fixed my ground, and I checked the wires. It's all new, number 12. That's what it said for 4 brakes. And but when I get back here at the back underneath, I only have 10.3 volts. With the engine running, I have 14.4 right there. So I don't know. I don't know if the controller is bad. That'll be my next thing. I did try to call the manufacturer. It's a Hayes and Lemers. I don't know how to pronounce it, but a Hayes and something. But they don't answer the phone here at 2 o'clock on Friday. So I guess we'll see what else I can do. I'll be messing with it. If I find it, I will let you know, because it'll be a surprise to me. Bye. Well, I finally unhooked it. Put it out here in the pasture. It's just going to be cold and icy, so I've got my truck underneath the shed. I'd rather have a ice-free truck than a trailer. So I finally got the thing where it will it'll at least skid the tires on the grass and of course on the pavement. But now what it's going to do with the load, I don't know. It's still don't think it's working as good as it ought to. But I'll see what happens when I put the tractor on it, and then if it hauls the load okay or stops the load okay, I'll figure I've done something. I still hadn't got a hold of the manufacturer about the brake controller to see what kind of voltage, amps it's supposed to put out, or voltage anyway. Okay, thanks for watching, and we'll try to do better next time.